Y'all, I figured it out. I asked the question and then realized it. The reason they are just sitting in their cars complaining about how they regret their choice and not storming and swarming anything is because there's no one on the inside paying for it and organizing it this time. Hey, don't get mad at me. All the reports said that. All of the reports said that the money for that came from within, okay? They chartered planes. Sitting Congress members were communicating via secure channels with Proud Bees and 3%ers on the outside. They were giving Orsay of the floor plan. I mean, they had people on the inside paying for it and organizing it, and it was still a massive shit show. Literally. Not funny. Not funny. But the point is, that's why they're not swarming, because they're sheeple. Okay, they needed someone else to say, here's what you do. Go over there and swarm at this place at this time and fight for me. When you tell them what to do, they go do it. But now that they realize they've been bamboozled, they have nothing. And they're just sitting there going, I regret it, but I don't know what to do. That's why. They have to be told. They literally have to be directed, or they don't know what to do at all. Those independent critical thinking skills are not there. And I know they don't like it when we say it, but you could prove me wrong. You could try to prove me wrong. I would love for you to prove me wrong on that. And for the ladies who are freaked out by the SAVE Act, didn't I tell you every offensive piece of legislation they make is going to have the name of liberty or freedom or some shit, and it's going to be oppressive? I told you. I need you to not get too stressed on the small piece, which is, oh my gosh, I got to change my documents, because it's not a distraction in the sense that they don't mean it, but it's a distraction in the sense that as long as you're focused on what you need to do to change your name, you're not looking at the bigger picture, okay? They are doing anything they can to buy time and get people distracted. So like these special tests coming up. Yes, absolutely. If you're in Florida or New York, make sure you go, make sure you test. We want those seats to flip. However, I wouldn't hang high hopes on that, because we've already seen that Team Blue has no intention of doing anything. So while we could give them a couple more seats in the House and give them a technical majority, they're still going to stand behind the podium and go, and what do you want us to do with this? It's only the House. Like, it's just going to be another excuse. So let's not fall for the trick of them buying more time for Team Red. And let's also not fall for the partial distraction of, I'm not going to think about the trajectory. Let me just work on my papers right now so I can test in the future, when you know they're going to be getting rid of that altogether anyway. And they're going to put a whole bunch of other oppressive things into place to take away that right from women, period. So it won't matter that you fixed your name, because they're just going to do away with it. So instead of like trying to overcome each obstacle that they roll out, it's like Donkey Kong with the barrels. They're doing it on purpose. They want you hopping over each barrel one at a time, instead of whoo over the whole fucking thing and getting to the big boss at the end. So do what you have to do, absolutely, but know that the thing they don't want is for the people to realize that if they come together, that we can physically escort all of these folks off of the premises. Yes, we can. We absolutely can, but the window for it is shrinking. So they're going to keep throwing things and telling you to go worry about that or go fix that, instead of organizing and getting together. We've got all those Mad Hatters that are real upset. Real upset. They just need someone to tell them what to do. And like I've said before, vets, you have done everything. You do not owe any of us anything further. But for those of you who have felt the call, who still feel pulled by your oath, who are willing to answer, who have the call to answer, I have a feeling that those crowds of lost Mad Hatters with plenty of anger and no direction could come in handy for us. All we need is some tactical experience. Just saying.